All right, this is my commentary, my take on the Volkanovski and the Ilia Topuria fight, UFC 298 on YouTube. Full fight. What is it called? The statistics, not statistics. The details. Volkov, a lot older, 35 years old. Ilia, 27 years old. Ilia with the advantage in age. Volkov currently champion. Height, not a big difference. Volkov 5'6", Ilia 5'7". Not a big difference there. Weight, exact same, 144.5. And reach, let's see. Volkov has a 71.5-inch reach. Ilia 69. Ilia 14-0. Volkov 26-3. Ilia from representing Spain, and Volkov representing Australia. Main event of the evening. Ilia looks happy, looks prepared, looks like he's ready to become champion. Ilia looking good. Referee, Jason Herzog. I don't know if you guys are referee fans, but that's the one refereeing this fight. Volkov, head down, not really embracing the moment, looking at the ground, doesn't look scared, doesn't look energetic, just looks like he's another day in the office. Now he's looking up. Now Volkov looks like he's embracing the moment. And now Ilia bouncing, Volkov talking to his corner. Ilia looks more prepared for the moment. One second. Ilia Topuria, red shorts, Volkov. Ilia looking ready. Looking like he's in a good mood. Looking focused. Never really been a big fan of Volkov. As a person, he seems like a great guy. Probably a good guy to hang out with, be friends with. But he's not entertaining. The best entertainers have to be willing to be the bad guy, unfortunately. That's how you make the big bucks, too. Ilia looking strong. How are you? Ilia moving his feet like capoeira style. Boom. Ilia's strong in the boxing department. Ilia's advantages, in my opinion, are his strength, his boxing ability, and relentlessness. He doesn't take a back step, and when he does, it's not for long. Volkov, not an exciting fighting style. He has the power. He's not a knockout puncher. He's capable of knocking out people. He's strong. He uses it for wrestling. I don't see him as like a knockout artist. He is fast, is creative. That's his biggest advantage. He is a smart guy. Like, he's creative and smart doesn't describe it accurately enough. We'll just say that. The way he thinks is his biggest advantage. You can tell the way someone thinks by the way they fight. Oh, I like Alexander's ears. The way they look a little sharp. Mine are like that too. Looks good. He looks more of a showman. Looks like he'd do better in like movies or something. Ooh, face off. Face off. Taporia looks a little scared. Looks a little worried. I'd say it's good though. Keeps you ready. Fucking Volkov is holding his hand up like hey, are we cool? For a little too long, you know. Yeah. He's afraid to make enemies. So am I, but it's not usual. Taporia claims the center of the ring. Volkov counters with a head kick and lands, and then throws a second leg kick. Boom, throws another kick. See, Volkov is he uses, he has a lot of weapons in his arsenal. Boom. Ooh. Volkov, he has to keep the distance. Ilia has the advantage when it comes to the boxing range, and I am seeing that Volkov is trying to box with him a little bit, which is not good. He has to stick to the leg movements, try to get him to the ground, see if you have the advantage there. You do not want to box with Ilia. Volkov is getting the center a little bit. Ilia pushes him back. Volkov throwing a punch, kick, punch to the head. Ilia's trying to close the distance, trying to get into that boxing range. Ilia's just stalking right now. Volkov throwing. Nothing landing with too much power. Volkov trying to box with him. That's the thing. Instead of Volkov backing up trying to box, he has to start wrestling. You do not want to box with Ilia. Still in the center. Ooh. Ilia throws a kick and makes Volkov do a full 360. That did not look good. That's big points on Ilia on the scorecard. Lands another calf kick on Volkov, and you can see a noticeable effect. His whole body shook. Adapted to the kick. Boom. Volkov tries to throw a leg kick. Ilia closes the distance with the jab. Volkov strong enough to keep his back off the fence. But Ilia's starting to find the range. He's starting to box. He's landing that jab a couple times. He's landing those leg kicks. Volkov hasn't checked one. There you go. That's what I'd like to see. Volkov covers good distance as well. He can throw that rear hand and take a step forward at the same time, cover like twice the distance. And it's a power shot. He's good at that shit. So am I. Ilia faking the jab. Doesn't throw it, but closing the distance. He is consistent. He's like a shark. A shark just floating around with his fin out. You know he's close. Volkov, he looks happy. He's flowing, but it looks like he's having fun. Ilia looks like he's stalking, like he's planning. Volkov has been probably thrown 80% of the punches. There you go. As I say that, Ilia opens up with the 3-punch combo. Bounces Volkov off the fence. Volkov angles out. Sometimes I might get the names switched up too, so if you catch that, don't judge me too much. Volkov checking the leg kicks, kind of just putting on a show. He's not really getting in range while he's doing that. Volkov kind of relaxed. Ooh, he was trying to pull in. Ilia was trying to pull in Volkov so he could land that overhand right. That's what it looked like. I was about to say that Ilia was kind of calming down, was letting Volkov come in, was letting Volkov take the center. Boom! Volkov's landed 2 super strong calf kicks on Ilia. The second one was a noticeable effect. Ilia's starting to push back Volkov. As he moves forward, Volkov lands a right cross. Did not look like it made too much damage. They're chit-chatting a little bit. I don't know what they're saying. Boom! Volkov lands another strong leg kick. Ilia moves forward. Volkov smart enough to angle out. Don't try to muscle it. Oh, god damn. Volkov, if he commits to just getting the takedown, getting points, he could have landed it. He was in range. He had the hips already, but he just went back to striking. He's trying to land the jab on Ilia, which is not a good deal. Volkov is a strong dude. He was a fucking rugby player. Football players are strong as fuck. If he focused on his wrestling more, he'd dominate. Ilia not moving forward, claiming the center of the ring, end of round 1. Ooh, Ilia's got a little bit of blood running down his nose. Very little though. Hello. Comment if you're watching this video and you like my analysis of it. Comment a matchup that you'd like me to analyze. Past, present, not right. I was gonna say past, present, or future, but I guess I can tell you if they haven't fought yet who I think would win. Volkov. There's a rear body kick. Looks like it's 50% elbow, 50% body on Ilia. As Volkov lands a strong right hand and boasts, boom, right on Ilia's nose. They both moved in. Volkov tries to counter with the right, with the lead hook, but just out of range. Volkov smart enough to move back. But from that highlight, Volkov had 2 to Ilia's 1 with the calf kick that made Volkov 360, which is never a good look. Boom. Volkov throwing the jab. He has like the karate stance when he throws the jab. Like the very much sideways, wide legs, wide stance. And kind of very long when he throws the jab. It's not a boxing-based jab whatsoever. One thing that I really like is the hand control. If you know that you can put your hand on theirs, then it's just one easy step to land, to close the distance, you know? Ilia still claiming the center of the ring. Volkov circling. Boom. Volkov jab. Ilia throws the cross. Volkov moves. Volkov is quick with the jab. He's good with that check jab. He's quick. Hasn't landed too much, but he's throwing it. Boom. As I said, Ilia was walking back Volkov, and he lands a 1-2. Gets him against the fence. Lands a 3-punch combo on the body of Volkov, and then backs away. Boom. Volkov returns with the jab, duck under, over right hand. Jabbing. Volkov jabbing. Ilia slipping. Still claiming the center ring, though. Center cage. Boom. Volkov with the kicks. Volkov, if he mixed up, if he was strong with the boxing, can mix up those leg kicks, he would be deadly in the striking department. And imagine if he fucking used that strength to wrestle. Doesn't even have to fucking submit. Imagine, he just, with ground and pound, he'd be able to beat the fuck out of people. Fuck, but striking's fun. I'm a striker, yo. It's fun. More action. Ilia claiming the center of the ring. Another calf kick to Volkov. It's a noticeable effect. Very noticeable. Boom, Volkov backing up. When Volkov backs up, he does not look very secure. It does not look like he can fight backing away. His whole frame is very wobbly as he retreats. Boom. Creative with the kicks though. Rear teep to the gut, and then check kick to the inner calf. Boom. Ilia returns with the double jab. Volkov returns with his jab of his own. Ilia still holding the center ring. Ilia, strange combination. Throws a jab to the gut and then a calf kick. Very few people throw low blows combinations. low body combinations. They exchange right hands. Volkov switches his stance often, and that's very unique. And I feel like that's probably a huge advantage for his movement. Ilia's bleeding a little bit, but still staying strong, still flinching. Ooh, he's getting caught by Volkov's jab a little bit. Boom, but he's returning immediately. Ooh, he gets Volkov against the fence. Since Volkov cannot back up, he's forced into Ilia's boxing range, and he lands that fucking right hand. Puts Volkov out, drops him like a sack of potatoes. Volkov has still yet to get up. It does not look like he's out, but does not look like he can stand up. Ilia wins by knockout. Damn, told you with those kicks, it's long range. It's a defensive weapon. You push. It doesn't have to create damage. Just push him the fuck back, so you can control the distance. If you control the distance, you control the fight. Spaniards are fucking excited, cheering, and shit. Damn. Alright, that's the end of the fight. I'm still gonna give you my thoughts on their speech and what they look like, and just how physically what they look like in that situation and that experience. Oh, boom! Goddamn. So you want to have your guard up. Boom, and start off to the body. Ilia started off to the body, which just brought Volkov's attention downwards, not to the head, and then he followed up. And then Ilia followed up to the head, and that was the knockout blow. But he started off to the body. That's what started the the murder. But God, like I said, Volkov he was not good at fighting backwards. He did not have his guard up. He looked very unsteady backing up. His hands were completely extended in front of him. If he had his guard up, he probably could have withstanded the blow and circled out. Fuck. Volkov's, he relies on his on his thoughts, on his thinking process, on his ability to think his way out of it, instead of just fucking grinding, instead of just working on his wrestling, working on his submissions, working on his boxing, on his kicking, knowing when to box, how to close the distance, how to pull him in, so that you can get that takedown. He didn't try to wrestle whatsoever. That was probably one of his biggest advantages too. Volkov is super freaking strong. Ilia's son comes into the ring, I believe, giving him a red rose as he hugs his wife, as he holds his son. He has two. I would say one is probably 4 to 5. The other one, a young man, older man. Damn, probably like in his fucking. He has family with him. No, it doesn't look like his son. He looks like probably older than Ilia. Fuck yeah, dude. There's a lot of fighters, normal people. It's hard to be normal in a sense, you know? Normal people are fucking crazy. It's hard to stay calm and fucking civilized. If you're living day-to-day normal shit, imagine if you had to fight every single fucking day. You know, if you had to face death, fight for your life every single fucking day. That fucks with your head. I always question how people stay grounded, how they stay normal when they're doing something so abnormal, so consistently. Ilia is very well adapted to the environment. He's never in the news for anything bad. So I believe that what helps him stay grounded is his family. You know, he had like fucking 20 people that walked into the ring and hugged him, congratulated him. Damn. They're raising Ilia's hand. Volkov looked extremely sad, extremely disappointed. He crossed his arms like he was giving himself a hug, trying to warm himself up. Volkov hates losing. They belted Ilia, and he is currently the champion. I would like to note that he has a spine tattoo that is the exact same as Connor's.